Hey YouTube, it's Prepper Fitness here. I'm here today to give you a video on my 1-year review of the Ruger P95 pistol. Okay, to get things started, first and foremost I want to say thank you to all of you that have been interacting with my videos. Many of you are already making product purchases based off of some of the holster recommendations and gear recommendations that I've done videos on so far. So thank you all so very much for your feedback. Thank you for interacting with my videos. And for those of you that are just joining me today, thank you so much for popping in. My desire, my hope, my goal is that you find some value in some of these reviews that I give you. My goal is to give you long-term quality product reviews so that you can see if certain products, whether they be firearms, holsters, or accessories, are worth your money, to see if they'll make it to that 1-year mark. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. This is the Ruger P95 pistol. Okay, if you have been involved with firearms for any length of time, you have more than likely heard of this. Okay, this is a classic. Before we go any further, safety check: empty magazine, no magazine source, nothing in the chamber. This firearm is cleared and safe to handle. The Ruger P95 is a 9mm double action, single action pistol. Okay, and in short, all I can really say is that this thing is a little battle tank. So I purchased this a little over a year ago from my local pawn shop. I paid $300 out the door, and what I can tell you is that this thing has had about 500 rounds through it over the course of the last year. I know that 500 rounds is nothing extraordinary. Again, with the cost of ammunition being what it is today in this whole health crisis situation that we're dealing with, again, shooting things to an extreme, putting 1,000+ rounds of ammunition through anything, is a bit costly, a bit time consuming. So with that, I shot this pistol recreationally over the course of a year. It also doubled temporarily as my vehicle gun, or my truck gun and or car gun, for those of you that are familiar with the concept. This pistol, in short, is built like a little battle tank. Okay? This thing ate up ammunition that many of my more high-end, more expensive Gucci firearms refuse to eat up. I'm talking about steel-cased Winchester crappy ammo, some of that Tula ammo stuff. This thing just ate everything. Hollow points, FMJ, you name it, this thing didn't have a single hiccup in 500 rounds. Okay, what you're going to see here is that this is the version of the Ruger P95 that has a little accessory rail on it. So you can actually mount a light, if that's your thing, a laser, if that's your thing, any accessory of your choosing, so long as it's built to accommodate the conventional 1913 accessory rail. The trigger pull on this is long. Okay, so with a double action, single action pistol, you will get a very heavy initial double action trigger pull, like so. There's a little bit of slop, smooth, but heavy, 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 lots of travel. There goes the brake. And then the reset. It's out there and it's very audible. After that reset, you have a much shorter single action trigger pull, but again, there is quite a bit of travel and there is a clean break. These pistols were produced from, I believe, the late 90s until the early 2011, 2013, 12, somewhere around there if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so this pistol is no longer in production, but this is a small piece of Ruger's history. Okay, now during the year that I had it, I purchased a number of magazines that were produced by Mekgar. Okay, this is a Mekgar magazine that holds 17 rounds. Okay, Mekgar produces high quality aftermarket magazines. Another 17 round magazine produced by Mekgar. A 20 round magazine produced by Mekgar. These have been exceptionally difficult to find. Mekgar has some productivity issues recently. This thing cost an arm and a leg. And of course the one magazine that the pistol came with, which is a 15 round Ruger magazine. All of these magazines are made of metal. They all function flawlessly inside of the firearm. Very good. Now, to take this pistol apart, there are a number of disassembly videos that you can look up on YouTube. I'm not going to go over that. What I will say is this pistol is very sturdy, okay? If you were to run out of ammunition, you could just beat somebody with it. I'm not advocating that you do that, but this is a very heavy, very clunky, very thick pistol, okay? So you're seeing here, that's about how wide the firearm is. It has 3 white dot sights. And before I forget to mention it, this pistol, when it's cocked, has a manual decocker lever that also doubles as the safety. So now the pistol has been decocked, the trigger is also dead. This has been an outstanding little pistol. I have enjoyed it during the time that I have owned it. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on that. I have enjoyed shooting this pistol during the time that I've owned it. This was a cheapy little nylon holster that I got off of Amazon that would accommodate a spare magazine and the firearm itself. And I would keep that in my vehicle in a position where it was easily able to be drawn at a moment's notice. This was not an everyday carry pistol for me. This was not a pistol that I carried at all. It was just something that served as sort of a backup for an easy draw in my vehicle. Okay? So, guys, if you can pick one of these up on the used market and you're on a budget and you're looking for a good quality pistol that will eat everything that you throw at it, this has my full blessing behind it. Okay, this has been a very reliable pistol. Again, in 500 rounds, I never had a single malfunction. Is 500 rounds an adequate test for the reliability of a firearm? Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. What I can say is this: the Ruger P series has an outstanding history. You can go onto the internet and you can see any number of reviews on the Ruger P series pistol, from the P85, P89, P95. It's been outstanding. The only reason I'm getting rid of this is because I have a number of other pistols that are a bit more modern. They have nicer triggers. I get more performance out of them. And recently, I upgraded to the Sig Sauer P320X5 Legion. So, with that, I no longer have a need for this particular double stack pistol. So, I have found a buyer for this at my local gym. Okay. I have found a buyer for this. The buyer is very excited. And so it is time for this pistol to find a new home. Again, I want it to go to somebody that's going to appreciate it, that's going to shoot it, that's going to cherish it. And this person, I know well, they will do all of those things. So with that, again, guys, if you can find one of these in the used market, again, they're going for around $300 to $350 in my area. If you go on Gunbroker, they're asking for ridiculous prices. So if you can find it locally and negotiate a good deal, pick up a few extra magazines. Maybe when prices come back down on these things, you can pick up a couple of the extended 20-round magazines. Hey, that might make for a good tactical budget gun that's reliable. Okay. So with that, again, the Ruger P95. This has the stamp of approval from Prepper Fitness. So, all that being said, team, thank you all so very much for watching my videos. Thank you for all of your feedback and support in the comments section. Also, so far the format of these videos has been taking stuff that I've owned and used for over a year and giving you a short little tabletop review. I recently picked this up. P320 X5 Legion. Would you all like a first impressions tabletop review? If so, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to give you some more information on what my initial range outing entailed, what my impressions are of it, and I'm also happy to share with you all the story of how I came into possession of this gun. So, if first impressions of a new product in my possession is something that interests you, please let me know in the comments section. Again, thank you all so very much for watching my videos. You all have a wonderful day.